Hi everybody, this is Father Warner D'Souza and we are in the Saturday of the 10th week in Ordinary Time, reflecting on the Sermon on the Mount and in particular today, Matthew chapter 5 verse 33 to 37. At the heart of these 6 hypotheses is the desire of Jesus to restore the law of the kingdom of God. This law had been destroyed by the scribes and the Pharisees, and that is why Jesus begins this pericope by saying, "And again you have heard that it was said to you." In saying this, he is directly challenging the authority of the scribes and the Pharisees and clarifying the intended law of God. What is at stake in the 4th hypothesis is the issue of oaths and vows. Principally, the Decalogue or the 10 Commandments say nothing about swearing of oaths or vows. What it does say is that God's name must not be taken in vain and that one should not bear false witness. So it was the Pharisees who carried out this personalized agenda of promoting the notion of oaths and vows, and that too in a very unethical fashion. Matthew chapter 23 verse 16 to 19 gives us a better insight into the mind of the Jewish leaders on the matter of oaths. For the Jewish authorities, the importance of an oath was measured by the value of what it was sworn by. So for the scribes and Pharisees, if you swear by the temple, it counts for nothing. But if you swear by the gold of the temple, then you are bound. Clearly, the agenda behind the observance of these oaths is clear. It is not God-driven, but man-driven, and perhaps even worse, money-driven. Jesus commands us not to swear at all, and not to swear by anything, for there is nothing in creation that is not from God and not dependent on Him. Clearly, it sounds rather foolish to offer God a gold chain or our little whatnots in lieu of the favors received. Such a deal is not a prayer, but a bargain by which we turn our omnipotent God into a bargaining grocer. If we so choose to give God or to His church, we must give simply for love's sake. The crux of this passage is in the command of Jesus. Let your word be yes or no. Anything more than this comes from the evil one. Jesus wants us to speak the truth in all matters, especially important matters, but He wants us to do it plainly. If we do so, then the taking of oaths simply becomes irrelevant. Our word must be enough. People should see a Christian and say, this is a person who keeps his word. God gave us His word, Jesus. And Jesus kept His word. In 2 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 17 to 19, we are reminded that Jesus is the permanent yes of God to us. So doubting God is a foolish exercise, for He keeps His word even though we may break ours. If you like these reflections that I've been sharing with you, and as we have been studying the Sermon on the Mount, may I ask you to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done it. Share this with others if you have received it in WhatsApp form, or simply send it by WhatsApp to your friends and relatives. I also have a blog called pottypadre.com, that's pottypadre.com, in which you can find sections on faith, which has plenty of scripture reflections, sections on food, on art, on heritage, on travel, my opinions, all of it. God bless you. Have a blessed day.